Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My voice is going in and out because I have allergies. So it's been a few weeks that I've been on the Tandem T-Slim X2 pump with my Dexcom G6. So I wanted to do a pros and cons of both and kind of go over things I love about it, things I kind of don't love about it, which to be honest, there aren't many. I am very happy with this pump, but there are some things that I don't love. So hopefully this video helps you out. I looked for videos like this when I was thinking about what pump to get once I was off the Medtronic 670G. And it's really helpful to hear what other diabetics think and have to say about these pumps. So hopefully you find this video helpful. Leave me some comments down below of what you guys want to see next. Enjoy the video. So let's start with the pros. So I love the size of this pump. It's thin, it's small, it's really just sleek and beautiful, and it fits in my pocket. It's not super bulky. I can have it wherever and it doesn't seem like, or doesn't feel like it's just bulky and heavy. It doesn't tug on my clothing, which was a big thing with the Medtronic pump for me. I hated how much it would pull on my clothes wherever I had it. This one doesn't do that. It's light, small, it's thin, it's discreet, it's awesome. Another thing I really love about it is touchscreen. Now my worry was that would I accidentally be switching things and punching things in my pocket, but no, you have to punch in a code. You have to do 1, 2, 3 to unlock the screen. But the other nice thing about it is that you don't have to scroll through numbers. With the Medtronic, when I was entering in a blood sugar, my blood sugar was 390. I had to scroll from 0 to 390. This is just, you input the number manually. So you would just do 392 or whatever it may be. Same with the carbs. I love that. You don't really think of it as a big deal, but when I realized that's what it was and I was like, I don't have to scroll through, it was a game changer for me. So I love that. It's a beautiful color touchscreen, very easy to read. It's just awesome. It looks very like new and modern and like high tech. So I am on Control IQ, which I know it's an option to not use it, but I am on it. And one thing I really love with Control IQ is it does a self-correction. My Medtronic pump would correct where I was with auto mode, but it wouldn't do like an extra correction, you know what I mean? So it would test my blood sugar every 5 minutes and then adjust my insulin to that point. This pump does like the self-correction, and then if you go to correct it twice, it takes away what it already corrected to do a difference. Do you get what I'm saying? So with the Medtronic, you could correct again and it would be like you double corrected. I mean, I've seen a huge difference in my blood sugars with that self-correction thing in Control IQ. I just don't see my blood sugars like over 180 anymore. It's crazy. Like the other day it was like 162 and I was like, oh man, that's high. When with my auto mode and Medtronic, I felt like my pump would have me continuously over 200, and that's when it started to get really frustrating. Yeah, guys, don't mind my voice. It's going in and out. I'm not sick. I just have allergies. We moved. I am on the northeast now, so there's a lot more pollen in the air, different allergens than there were in the desert. So I have come to have allergies now since I've had a baby. So yeah, Control IQ is a huge one. It seriously, in the name, controls my blood sugar like I've never seen before. The first couple of days I was on it, I was like, holy crap. I am seeing more lows. I think that I think my basal rates might be a little high, but they're not like crazy lows. They'll be like low 70s. So I can live with that, but it's just incredible to see what it does with my blood sugar and how it'll catch it before it goes too high and it'll catch it before it goes too low, which the auto mode Medtronic does as well. But like I said, it felt like auto mode was just off in what it was doing. It would keep me too high. If I was dropping, you know, it would cut off the insulin too late. So I would plummet to like 40 or 30 and then it would cut off the insulin and I would go back up real high. It was very up and down, very hit or miss for me. I love that the target blood sugar is lower. So on my Medtronic, it was 120. Here it's 110. I absolutely love that. And if your blood sugar is at 115, it will give you a tiny little micro bolus to bring you back down to 110. It's very, very detailed. It's very precise, and it'll give you as little as 0.01. Like, that's insane to me. So it does everything it can to just keep you right at that 110, which for me, 110 is a wonderful level. You can go lower. My trainer really didn't want me to go lower. I wanted to set my target to 90, and I will eventually take it upon myself to probably go that low, maybe go to 95, because that's where I feel my best. But right now, as I'm getting to know the pump, and the pump's kind of getting to know my body and how I react to insulin and my resistance and things like that, I'm gonna leave it at 110, but it gets you really close, right on target. The pump and Dexcom, the G6, work insanely well together. I just love how they talk to each other. It's been really an amazing experience for me. And I do calibrate once a day, and when I do calibrate, I'm usually right there within like a couple numbers. So that's another thing, is I'm always really close. My regular blood sugar is close to my sensor glucose. So that's really nice, because with the Medtronic, sometimes with the Guardian sensor, sometimes the sensor would have me at 110. I would test and I would be like 190. And that's really frustrating, because then your pump and your insulin are off, because your pump is giving you insulin based off of 110, when really you need a correction bolus because you're at 190. I don't have issues with the pump losing connection with the sensor, things like that. I don't ever see a problem. There are even times where I'll leave my pump upstairs when I take a shower, and I'll run downstairs to grab something, and I'll come back up and I won't have that lost signal. It doesn't happen. One last pro, way less alerts. It doesn't have like an enter BG randomly. It doesn't like alert you 17 times to calibrate. It does not wake me up in the middle of the night. Way less like unnecessary alerts. With Medtronic, it would wake me up, 5 to 10 times a night. Just enter BG, like why? It wasn't even a calibration alert. It was just enter BG, which just, I never understood that one. And then it would just keep going off and off and off. This one has way less alerts. It will only give you the necessary alerts. And if you don't hit the alert right away, it doesn't go off and off and off and off a million times. Like, it'll just kind of sit there and wait, and then you go back in and it'll have the alert still up. So let's jump into the cons of the pump, and then I'll go into the Dexcom. So the cons, for me, there's really not a lot. One thing is it does not come with a clip. I bought my own clip on Amazon. I actually found it on, she's diabetic. If you don't follow her, she's so cute, and she has great videos. I will link her down below, and I will link that video specifically. She recommended a clip. I got that clip. I like it, but the only thing I would say with this specific clip is that it slides off easily. So if I have it on my shirt and I bend over to pick something up, it will slide out. I can't like do yoga with it. So it's nice and discreet, and I will show some close-ups of it, but it doesn't stay on well if you kind of turn and you like bend over and it, you know what I mean? It like falls out. So I am on the hunt for a better clip, but you can easily get clips on Amazon. And if you're just looking for a clip to slide in your pocket and you're not gonna be doing crazy, aerobics, it is a great one. It's very sleek, it's discreet, it's really nice. So I will link it below if that's what, if you're willing to try it out, definitely. But I am looking for one that's a little bit tighter of a clip. For me, another con is the buttons sometimes seem like they're not very sensitive, which I guess is good. I think it's actually made like that on purpose so that you're not just pressing buttons left and right. But sometimes I find like I'll go to press the 1, 2, 3 to unlock the screen, and I won't be able to press the 2, and then my screen will go black, it'll time out. So it's like harder to press. And the top button too, which I know the top one is made like that, so it takes a little bit of force to press it to wake up the pump. But that gets a tiny bit frustrating. I think it's like that bottom of the pump, because sometimes when I go to enter my carbs and I go to hit 0, the 0 won't hit unless I press it really hard. So I think maybe there's some less sensitivity on the bottom of the pump, if that makes sense, like the bottom of the screen. because I have noticed that, and then it'll time out and I'll have to turn the screen back on. So that's, you know, it's not anything awful, but it is slightly annoying. So the Dexcom G6, just to touch back again, it's a wonderful sensor to use with this pump. They talk to each other perfectly. It lasts 10 days. It's so nice. The sensor itself lasts 10 days. The Medtronic lasted about 7, sometimes less, because I would usually have an issue with the sensor. Probably every other sensor I'd have some type of issue. I was constantly calling to have sensors replaced. This one, no issues, lasts 10 days, which is really, really awesome. If you don't calibrate, it doesn't shut off like the Medtronic would throw you out of auto mode. This one does not, but I do recommend calibrating just to, you know, make sure everything is in line and on the same level and everything. But an extra reminder too, Dexcom is also factory calibrated. So when you first put it on, you have that 2-hour wait time, that warm up, and then it's reading your blood sugar. You don't need to calibrate right after the 2-hour reading. So if you put it in late at night, and then it won't wake you up 2 hours later to calibrate, it will just start reading your blood sugar. That's something I really, really love about it. You do not have to charge your transmitter. The transmitter life is 3 months. You just take it off and put it back on. There's no charge time. Each sensor comes in the box. Each sensor is separate. You put it on, everything gets thrown away, and it's just a new transmitter, and the same sensor goes on, like I said, immediately. So there's no charge time. Just you need a new one every 3 months. That's all. The size of it, I absolutely love how little this is. It's so much nicer. It's so much easier to put on because you have that whole little gadget. I'll show you guys. You just press a button and it just goes right on. Then you put a sticker over it. I know you can get these in different like skins and stuff. I'll try to find some cool ones for you guys. I'll link them down below as well through Amazon. Not an affiliate link, it's just links that I'll share that I found. Also, it doesn't hurt. With my other sensor, with the Guardian, it would hurt. It would become very sore after a couple days, no matter where I put it. I wouldn't even think to put it back here because I have scar tissue over here, but I was able to put this up a little higher. But it's just so comfortable. Like, there's no pain. And that's just crazy to me. And even taking it off, like, there's no pain. It's amazing. The tape stays on for a long time. It's just very comfortable. It's very, very comfortable. I forget it's there. Sometimes I'll hook it with a shirt and I'll be like, oh man, I will just forget it's there. It's so, so nice. My only con for the Dexcom is that my phone will not connect. I had the app and I had lost signal the entire time. I tried it for about 2 weeks. I even changed sensors. My phone will not connect. My phone was going off every 10 minutes, like lost signal, error, lost signal. So I actually ended up deleting the app. It would be nice to have it on my phone and kind of just check my phone to see where my blood sugar is at. It's not a deal breaker because I never had that. So it's not something I'm gonna miss because I didn't have that with Medtronic. There was no app for your phone with Medtronic. But for some reason, my phone will not connect. I do have issues with Wi-Fi where I live. So I'm wondering if that Wi-Fi connection somehow is making me lose my signal all the time. But I did end up deleting my app. But if it works for you, having the app on your phone is really nice and convenient. You can just check your phone and see where your blood sugar is. So it's nice. But like I said, it's not something I'm gonna miss because I never really had it. That's it, guys. I wanted to kind of breeze through and make this a short and sweet video. Let me know if you have any additional questions as far as comparison goes for the 2 pumps or just this pump in general. Thank you so much for continuing to support me and being so patient with me. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.